It has been 365 long days that I have been waiting for this moment, and today is the day. My parents are coming to CKSK, and I am making them whatever they say. A beautiful fried oyster po' boy sandwich for both of the lovely people who created me. This is CKSK. I'm Chad Kubanov. Let's get started. My goodness, here at CKSK, Miss Carol Kubanov, Mr. Craig Kubanov, it's unbelievable.
I've never seen this CKSK.
I know, that wasn't here before, yeah.
Every time we're going out, my dad is really enjoying Vietnamese food. And now when we're going to restaurants, he's always ordering oysters all the time. That man loves oysters. And two, he was asking me about just like deep frying. So we're gonna try to show him a few techniques and hopefully he can make that better when he goes home. For my mother's end of the perspective, she's not really into oysters. She does like shrimp.
Not into oysters, yeah.
So we're gonna grill some shrimp for her as well.
Although I think today is gonna be right up his alley.
I think you're gonna like this.
He wants to learn how to make these oysters at home, so that's
One thing I wanna do is I have some pineapple here. Well, I love pineapple, and I know my mother loves pineapple. If we put this on a sandwich, she's gonna be pumped.
Oh, okay. Pineapple, I love it.
Actually, good. A good pineapple. How many times have you guys been to Vietnam? People are asking.
Probably, I think this might be the 10th time.
Yes, a lot.
Oh, really? I thought it was 8, really?
Yeah, when Chad was here the first time, no kids yet, we came about 4 or 5 times to visit.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them here for a longer period of time.
Yeah, next
More people
next
speak
year.
English here. It's
Yeah.
easier and easier all the time.
Yeah.
And I told everybody that you're liking Vietnamese food more and more. This is so weird having you here on the show. Live at CKSK, unbelievable. But I said that you like Vietnamese food more and more. It seems like you appreciate it more and more, yeah. This pineapple, and I'm gonna try to pickle it a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of sugar, not much here, just a little bit to kind of soften this pineapple up and let it macerate a little bit. So we'll stir this up and put this to the side. And in the same way, I think the tomatoes are not gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna cut them now and kind of pickle them quickly.
So what is that you're putting in there?
This is some salt that Tang gave me. It's called choking salt. And it's a very, very fine salt that has a little bit of chili and a little bit of shrimp in it. But like when you open it up, it makes you choke because it's very fine. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on here. Smell it carefully, carefully.
Carefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's got like
Almost like Old Bay in a way.
And I'm gonna put a little bit of sugar and then we're gonna let these sit just like the pineapple. Just to kind of soften these up. These tomatoes are really firm. All right, so let's marinate the oysters. I'm gonna open these and strain them just to remove the liquid so I can control how much liquid's inside. And now, Dad, I know that you're usually getting frozen oysters.
Right.
If you're doing the frozen oyster, I would just let them thaw first because that's gonna be a problem. Then you have this little like water bomb inside and once it starts frying, it's all gonna come out.
Right.
So I would definitely drain them.
Yeah, actually, I kind of breaded them frozen to keep the liquid.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. I'm gonna marinate the oysters and the shrimp right now. A little bit of milk, and we're gonna heavily season this milk. Normally we do some kind of Cajun seasoning. I think my parents are more comfortable with the Old Bay, so we'll use Old Bay, but we could use Slap Your Mama. My dad thinks that oyster sauce makes everything better.
If your kids don't eat vegetables, just mix oyster sauce.
Yes, but my dad is right. Oyster sauce is a secret weapon. But I've never done oysters with oyster sauce, so I thought that'd be funny. I'm gonna do some Tabasco sauce in here as well. Yellow mustard. Okay, I'm gonna add some of the oyster liquor back, just for that salinity. We'll mix this up, we'll taste it. That's good. Okay, wow, I like that. A little sugar, but this is oceanic, it's flavorful, it's a little spicy. That's cool. I'm gonna put all the oysters back in this seasoned liquid now. So we'll let these oysters hang out. I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Keep them cool. And in the meantime, I'm gonna clean these shrimp. Kind of split these backs open. I wanna just have them flare up a little bit when we cook them. I'm gonna take half the shrimp and I'm gonna throw it into the same mixture as the oysters and let them marinate in that same marinade. And the other half we're gonna marinate just for grilling. Old Bay, a little bit of olive oil. We'll play this oyster sauce game again. We'll do a little bit of oyster sauce in here and we'll keep the Creole going with a little Tabasco. Give this a mix and let this hang out too. I'm gonna make the breading. I got cake flour. You could use all purpose. I'm using cake. I'm using cornmeal too, because I've kind of been in a cornmeal phase. Equal parts flour and cornmeal. And I'm gonna do some corn starch as well, a little bit. I guess you'd probably say like 5% cornstarch, maybe less. Keep the seasoning going. So Old Bay in here as well. What does cornstarch do to compare to the flour? Cornstarch makes it crispier. But you can't do all cornstarch. Cornstarch doesn't get brown, it doesn't color. So if you do all cornstarch, it won't be that attractive. It's good to have a little bit of mix. So I would always keep the cornstarch under 15% of your final breading mixture. If you're enjoying this video, I'll tell you something I'm not enjoying. That 50% of you are not subscribed to this channel right now. If you're watching it, if you like it, please subscribe, help us out, help us grow in this algorithm. And make sure you check us out live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Indochina time, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depending on what side of the planet you're on, it's a different day. That's just how it works on this planet. Back to the show. So I'm gonna make the remoulade right now. I'm just making the mayonnaise-based sauce. I have the mayonnaise. I'm cutting some gherkins, just to give us a little texture. Cut some shallot as well for this remoulade. Pickle and shallot are going in the mayonnaise. Basically, with all this Creole stuff, you just season every single layer the same way. I love this sauce right now. This is omiakao. This is basically, I'm gonna call it a Viet Tabasco. It's a fermented habanero and there's a little pineapple. I just think it's great. I use it exactly the same as Tabasco. It's a very similar heat level. It's fantastic. I'm gonna do some Worcestershire in here as well. Pepper. So we'll mince up some garlic and we'll get some lemon in here. Hello, my goodness, it's Cyber Daddy's in the house. Oh my God, unbelievable. And Fred, we are bringing back basically the eel banh mi build that we had a couple weeks back, but it's gonna be fried oysters, fried shrimp, grilled shrimp. When I made something like this, it was amazing.
Right.
It was so good, and it was so flavorful, so hopefully we can hit it. Next, I want to get my roughage. All right, so I'm going to keep shredding this butterhead lettuce, which my parents did say looks beautiful, and it does. And a head of this lettuce costs 48 cents.
Wow.
Yes, and this lettuce is probably $3 or $4. You know, this is a very expensive lettuce in the States.
Yeah,
But this is kind of a fairly common, relatively cheap lettuce here. I think that's gonna be enough. So we're gonna pick some Thai basil in here, but I'm not gonna cut it, we're just gonna pick leaves. And I'm gonna cut these shallots really thin, and we're just gonna toss them with the lettuce and give us a little raw, aggressive shallot bite.
Chad, you got so many ingredients.
I know, I'm telling you. Evenly distribute, ready to go. Oysters. Here. The shrimp and the oyster, I'm gonna strain it out now. So these are marinated now, they're flavored, but I wanna remove as much moisture as I can from them. I don't need it to be dry,
Right.
but I don't wanna have excess moisture. The fryer, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make sure we're at around 350 degrees or 170 Celsius.
And if I put a tiny bit of crumbs in there and it bubbles, that's good.
Yeah, I know you have a thermometer in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to do this well, you just need to be careful at every step, which I know is hard sometimes
I would
for
do
you.
that, yeah. I'm not careful at every step.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna start throwing in wet seafood items into the flour. And this is the kind of thing, you wanna have too much flour. It's better to have too much flour than too little. If you have too little flour, it's gonna get really clumpy and not a nice coating. And this needs to get coated very evenly, consistently.
Some of the seafood places bread it and then they leave it for overnight.
That's a good idea. Leaving it for a while is a good idea. It keeps absorbing onto the moisture of the protein.
Right.
And then it kind of gets a little bit of a thicker breading and a little bit more like KFC sort of crispy,
Right,
kind of
that's what I
sticking
wanna
out.
get,
Yeah.
like-
I think this is the easiest way. If you're trying to do the easy way and a little bit of cornmeal is going to make it crispy, I think you're going to like this texture.
Wow.
We'll go down here. Now I'm going to drop about half of the seafood in right now. I don't want to cool the oil too much. All right, so we'll fry this so we get nice golden color. And you can see I have a lot of oil.
Yeah.
Like I know my dad is he's gonna put in like this much oil and put a frozen oyster in it, and then it's gonna get super cold and oily and gross. I use a lot of oil, but I'm gonna strain it, I'll keep it, and I'll use it again. So it's not a waste.
And when they float, they're done?
Yeah, like golden brown. So I'm trying to get as much oil out as I can, just to get that initial oil off, and then I'm gonna take it off this because I don't want them to sit on here and steam.
I would eat half those oysters by now.
Yeah, I think you probably will. I'm grilling some shrimp as well. Oh, I know Mom wouldn't love to fry. All right, let's assemble.
Wow.
It's a good looking bread though, but.
Yes, the bread looks great. All right, we'll sauce it up.
And your sauce is a mayo with a bunch of stuff.
It should be very flavorful. So I'm gonna do some lettuce, and this is that shredded lettuce with Thai basil, shallot. I'm gonna do a little bit on both sides too, just to protect the bread from moisture. Tomatoes. Oh my God, I forgot.
Oh, the pickle jar.
The pickle bucket. I'm gonna do a little bit of pickle.
Sure is. Look at that.
I'd rather just have oysters, but that's a pretty
Oh, I'm looking forward to the bread.
This is how Chad cooks. Every bite matters.
Yeah, every bite matters. That's accurate. Yes.
When a person bites a sandwich, each bite should be.
The same, yeah. Oh, that's the pineapple. Wow.
And now we're gonna do one side loaded with oysters. And we'll do the other side with shrimp and oyster. Bada bing.
Woo!
Whoa, that's a big
that.
sandwich.
I think that's a winner right there. Bada bing. All right, let's cut this thing open.
That's a $75 sandwich.
This is looking killer. Let's eat it.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Wow.
thank you. Looks good to me.
Ooh, looks good.
Woohoo!
Arkansas sauce is good.
If you want a little Tabasco, a little dash might be good.
I was never a fan of poor boys. I just like oysters, but this is way over the top.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Maybe the best thing ever made.
Yeah, this is good. This is bringing back nice memories.
Oh, yeah, from the eel? Oh, yeah?
It's better than the oysters alone. It's much better. That sauce you made is really good.
Yeah, I like it. You're gonna rate it. You can think about your number.
And not because you're my son. It was just a great sandwich.
Good. Well, let Tang take a bite, and as he's eating, then you guys can give us your numbers in a second. I'll tell you when.
I think I definitely it's a 10. I mean, I really, oysters by themselves, maybe there's 7, 8, but with a sauce, which I normally wouldn't even
Think about doing,
Yeah, I would never put these oysters in a bread. I think it would diminish the oyster.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about mayonnaise with this stuff, but the oysters, it raised everything up.
I agree. Mom, 9-6 for Mom over here.
She's not an oyster fan.
Oh,
No,
I
she
had the shrimp. I had the shrimp. I think if I would have gone for the deep fried shrimp, which I always watch
Yeah.
because of the deep frying,
Yeah.
it would have been a 10.
Yeah.
The shrimp by itself, shrimp is shrimp, you
Yeah.
know? It was good and fresh, but yeah, all the sauces. The pineapple and the tomato together with the
Yeah.
pickle. Excellent.
All right, let's go to the golden ticket winner himself, Cyber Daddy.
I'm going 9-5, chef. The eel's better.
Oh, you thought the eel was better?
The eel's better. The eel is more moist, I think, and it just fits better. But it's a great sandwich.
Yeah.
9-5. I just thought the eel's a 10.
I do not like eel.
You do like eel.
I
I promise
love
you,
eel.
you
You
like
haven't
it.
had it yet, huh?
Let's see what the local Vietnamese man thinks of this. Okay, now we got it. 9-8. I agree with
Okay.
that
The
one.
only downside is too big.
Yes,
Buy on.
I think it's really great. I really like it. I'm on a 9-8 as well. Same score there. It's just delicious. This layering, this build, this works for every seafood item we're gonna put on here. For chicken, it's gonna work. Aggressively seasoned remoulade dressing, and then the pineapple.
Yeah, remoulade.
Remoulade. But for me too, it's the pineapple. I think is really a nice little like surprise element, a little Asian element in there, and
Yeah.
it brightens it up, and it's super nice. It's great. Here's the problem. Here's a new product I gotta sell. I got too many sandwiches I'm trying to make and sell, and it's like, this will sell. This will be amazing. It's an
Yeah, it'd be
amazing
amazing.
sandwich. It's amazing.
Tourists will love it.
Thanks for coming. Yes, thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to have you
thanks
here.
for having us.
It's-
Thanks for supporting my son.
Yes. Oh, let's all pray that there's a huge blizzard in America and my parents won't fly home. They're gonna
Oh,
forget
much
that.
love, much love.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. Give us a comment down below. It could be anything. It could be Chad, we love you. Chad, we hate you. Liam's so great. I love shrimp. I love oyster. Anything. Help us with the algorithm. We need the help with the algorithm. If you want to go to food tour with me, check out chadkuhanoff.com. Oh, until next time. See you later. Peace.